Canada is the fourth largest producer of oil and gas in the world. And nearly all of it, about 97%, goes to one country, the United States. In fact, around 2/3 of the oil and gas the US consumes comes from Canada. It's a quiet but essential relationship. But now, that foundation is being shaken, not by war or politics abroad, but by US trade policy at home. Former President Donald Trump says he wants to protect American energy. Yet his aggressive trade strategy may be putting one of America's most secure energy lifelines at risk. How did we get here, where the US needs Canadian oil more than ever, but Trump's own strategy is pushing it away? Canadian oil isn't just abundant, it's uniquely suited to US needs. Refineries in the Midwest are built for heavier crude, which Canada specializes in. And unlike oil from the Middle East or Russia, Canadian energy comes from a stable, democratic neighbor. No sanctions, no manipulation, no surprises. That's why, even as Trump slapped tariffs on Canadian steel, aluminum, and manufactured goods, oil was mostly left alone. For now, but for now isn't enough. Trump's trade approach is built on uncertainty and threat. He's already floated the idea of a blanket tariff on all Canadian exports, oil included. Even though Canadian crude currently faces just a 10% tariff, the repeated threats have already had consequences. Investor confidence is falling. When companies can't predict taxes or access, they stop expanding. According to energy analysts, Canadian oil and gas investment is sharply down compared to past years. Fewer wells, fewer pipelines, and no growth to meet US demand. The infrastructure is already feeling the strain. Canada's key export pipeline is nearing capacity. Major projects have been cancelled. With political risk rising, new development remains frozen. Canada is making short-term fixes, but they're just that, fixes. The US is left exposed. Any disruption, maintenance, sabotage, weather, could spike prices and squeeze American refineries. Instead of reinforcing a vital energy link, Trump's tactics are injecting risk. In response, Canada isn't folding. Prime Minister Mark Carney has taken a firm stance. No bad deals, no panic. His government is holding the line, investing in domestic resilience, and quietly shifting trade toward Europe and Asia to reduce reliance on the US. Meanwhile, Trump has been signing flashy new deals elsewhere, like with the European Union. Those deals come with photo ops, headlines, and massive promises of American energy sales. Canada, already tightly integrated into US supply chains, doesn't offer the same political optics. So, it's pushed to the side. But Canada still has leverage. It powers US homes, cars, and industries. It supplies critical goods, from electricity to auto parts. And now, it's using that leverage to play the long game. Carney knows this isn't about a quick win. It's about protecting Canada's economy for the next decade. Even as Trump imposes steep tariffs on Canadian steel, aluminum, and auto parts, Canada is adapting. Provinces like Ontario are ramping up domestic manufacturing. New government subsidies and faster approvals are fueling a quiet industrial revival. Canadian steel is being redirected to local industries and global partners, not the US. Meanwhile, American companies are feeling the pinch. General Motors posted billion-dollar losses tied to rising input costs. The very tariffs meant to protect US jobs are hitting US manufacturers hard. Inflation is rising, supply chains are breaking, and still, Trump keeps threatening higher tariffs. In contrast, Canada is staying patient, united across provinces and political lines. No deal is better than a bad deal, especially one that locks in economic damage for years to come. This isn't just a trade dispute. It's a turning point. Canada is building something more stable, more resilient, and it's doing it without waiting for American approval. Trump's trade war was meant to show strength. But if America loses its most reliable energy partner, the cost of that strategy may be much higher than anyone expected. This is True State Report. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.